Hey guys, welcome back to Part of My Imagination. My name is Jasmine, and today I'm going to be doing my May TBR. If you can't tell by me waving this wand all around, I am participating in Sailormoonathon. Can't you tell by the theme? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I am Team Sailor Uranus. If you can't tell, you know what I'm saying? My girl Uranus. And Sailormoonathon was created by B over at Bookish Pisces on YouTube and Twitter. I'm not a host or anything, but I created the website for the readathon so you can track your pages. If you have any questions, I actually have a video up for that, so go ahead and just check it out. But we're just going to get into the TBR. I also am following along with, what am I saying? Oh, I'm following along with the theme months that Princess over at Castle Library is doing as well, which May is the month for retellings. So the only thing that was a little bit hard, there's one book in here that I wrapped, but I got it as a gift for my birthday. But I just wrapped it because all my other books were wrapped and I just wanted to have like the surprise. So there is one book in here that I already know about. And then there are two books that I don't have wrapped because they're continue-ons from other read-alongs that I'm doing. And then there's one more book that isn't wrapped because I just got it in the mail today. So yeah, let's just get into it. Start off with the books that aren't wrapped and the ones that I already know already. And the first book is Beds Are for Flowers by Arcade Gold. This is the required reading and the only required reading for the Sailormoonathon. I don't actually know what this is about, so but you can get it on Kindle. If you buy this paperback, I think this was only like $7.99 or something like that, like $9.99. You get the Kindle version for free as well, but you can get it on Kindle Unlimited. You don't have to. I would say buy the book. Support local YouTubers. He is a YouTuber. He is on Twitter. I don't know if he has a YouTube account. I think he does, but I might not follow him. I'm terrible. Alright, the next book that I have is A Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin. This is the third in the Game of Thrones series, obviously. I finished at Clash of Kings, and I think I'm actually, no, I'm doing the read-along, and this book is going to cover May and June, but I do plan on reading this entire book in the month of May. So yeah, if you don't know what Game of Thrones is, like, where have you been living? Because like everyone knows what Game of Thrones is. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about. Just go Goodreads it. Alright, the next book that I have is Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. This is the fourth in the Red Rising trilogy. And I know that I said fourth in a trilogy, but it started as a trilogy and then he continued on. I am doing a reread of Red Rising. If you haven't noticed already, you know, I've talked about it every wrap up and every month of my TBR. I do plan on reading this and continue on because Dark Age is coming out in the end of July. And I know this thing looks beat up. It's a long story. Don't worry though, because I have a brand new one right there. But yes, I plan on reading Iron Gold. Basically, Red Rising is about a guy named Darrow who is in a society that is based on colors, red being the lowest and gold being the highest. Darrow is obviously a red, and he finds out some secrets about the society and how they've been lying for centuries upon centuries, and he is basically going to break the chains. I love it. I love Pierce Brown's writing. I love everything about it. You should really reread it. It's one of my favorite series of all time. And yeah, just like pick it up. This is the first one. I picked this to fall for the novella, obviously because it's short. And I was just kind of picking things off my shelf that I think would fit into Sailormoonathon. So yeah, let's just... Oh, okay. So I have Dear Martin by Nick Scott. I know this is about... What is this about? I can't remember. it's about a guy named Justice. He's the top of his class and he's brilliant, but he still gets handcuffed by the police. That's the gist of it. Just follows stories like Black Lives Matters and unjust arrest for black people. And I am really excited to actually read this, so I'm glad I actually picked it. And it is really short. I think it's only 100 and I don't know. It doesn't say. Oh, 210 pages. Alright, the next one I have. Let's see. Ooh, yes! I'm excited. Oh my god. Okay, so I have Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlin James. This is, I'm not gonna say it because everyone has been saying this is like a spin-off of Game of Thrones, just with black people in it. And I have been seeing some reviews that it's not what it's about, so I'm not gonna tell you that's what the story is about. I actually don't know what it's about, but I know that it has to do with, it obviously has African history and mythology and things like that in it. And that's basically all I know. Alright, next one. Oh wait, hold on. I do have them labeled. Okay, so this one is a #1 first in a series retelling. Obviously, because I'm following the retellings. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I forgot that I had this series. So that is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I've heard so many mixed things. People love this book or people don't like this book. And then obviously people have a ton of stuff to say about Sarah J. Maas. Alright, the next one I have is a #1 in a series retelling, obviously. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm pretty excited too, because Princess has been telling me to read this for like ever. So that's Cinder by Marissa Myer. This is the first in the Luna Chronicles. This is our retelling of Cinderella. I know the series follows like each different Disney, not every Disney princess, but like the 4 main ones: Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, and Rapunzel. So those are the 4 main stories that I know. That's all I know about this. I just know it's a retelling. I don't know much else about it, and I am excited to read it actually. The next one, it's not labeled. I think this might be the book that I wrapped. Yes. No, it's not. Why isn't this? Oh, it is labeled. The tag fell off. It's the #1 in it, #2 in the series. That is The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh. I'm actually really excited to read this. This is obviously a retelling of 12 Arabian Nights, I want to say. I read the first one, which is The Wrath and the Dawn. I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 stars, so I'm actually excited to read this. But like I said, this is a retelling of the 12 Arabian Nights, where the king... Or no, is that it? No, it's not Arabian Nights. I can't remember what the story is. It is a retelling, but it's where the king every night gets a new wife, and he ends up killing them. But the Wrath and the Dawn follows a girl whose best friend was killed by the king. Now she wants to be the wife. She gets picked to be the wife, and she is plotting to kill him. Obviously, things don't go as planned, and that is the gist of the story. Alright, and this one is also a retelling. This must be the one that I wrapped, since, you know. So let's just find out what it is. Okay, so it is A Blade So Back by Mckinney. And this is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, but with like a badass like black female lead. And I am so excited to read this. This is the group book for Sailor Uranus. Host is B. Alright, these are all the books that I plan on reading for the month of May. That is a total of 9 books. 2, 4, 6, 9. total of 9 books. That's not bad. If you see my wrap up, you'll know why that's not a bad number. But yes, I'm super excited about Sailormoonathon. There's still time to upload. Well, there's still time to sign up for the readathon, depending on when I get this video up. If it's up before May 1st, then you might have time. If it's up after that, then ain't no time. But yeah, that is all that I have for this video. If you have any comments or you think which ones I should read first for the month of May, let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, like it, subscribe. If you didn't like this video, then don't like it or don't subscribe.